1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out.
Hey, let's get a 2-ball here. Hey, double them up, let's go.
Big pitch here, 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Tyrone Rizzobo will have a shot now to really open this one up in the early going. Now the first pitch. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Okay, let's make a play and hold him right here. Let's go. Let's turn it. Come on now. Hey, have a good rip up there, huh? Hey, what do you think?
The 1-1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Pedro Moya will stand in. A base hit his first time around. He's set, now the pitch. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, and Binghamton is out in front, 5-2. Rod Ramey will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Ready now on 1-1.
Hey, no out. No out.
Now a bunt attempt here. Delgadio is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
A lot of times when the pitchers know you're bunting, they'll give you a high fastball like this. It's very easy to keep that bat too low. He just pops this one straight up.
The kid will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
The kid. Let's roll it up.
Now here's the first pitch. Here's a line drive caught coming off the bag. And that's a loud out number 1. Glenn Ortiz will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Full count offering on its way. Hits softly to the right side.
Beat it up, beat it up, beat it up, come on.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Lincoln Lewis will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. He's set, now the pitch. Ground ball to second, this could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Nick Marunde is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now here's the pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! A mistake on 0-2 gets punished, and it's a home run. And Steve, what a nice moment that is for him. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those firsts out of the way, but the first home run, well, that's kind of extra special for any hitter. This is exactly the kind of production that this team's going to be looking for from him as he moves up through the minor leagues.
Alexi Reyes will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single. Michael Fitzgerald will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to short. This could be 2 to second for 1. And now it looks like we're going to get an argument here, as here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout. And he looks to be trying to convince that second base umpire that the second baseman never had the ball. But you can see the umpire very clearly telling him that the drop was on the transfer. Lincoln Lewis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. The kid will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game. And on cue, here it was, back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. First pitch coming. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. Pedro Delgado will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. From the belt, the pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what's happening here. He's focused so much on lining up to make this throw that he actually forgets to catch the ball first. And he's going to get hit with an error for his efforts here. Or maybe you'd call it lack of effort.
Tommy Julio is at the plate as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Things going from bad to worse in a hurry now. It's 3-0.
Take sign? That would be a take sign.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike one. 3-1.
And even 3-1, I say take another one.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and it misses. Ball four, and that will force home a run.
Well, he knew he had to be careful pitching with the bases loaded, but he didn't have to be this careful. That forces home a run. He's going to have to regroup quickly out there, though, because they're only one extra base hit away from really blowing this inning wide open.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Plays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw home. And the second run will score as well.
More of the same right here, and that puts them into double digits now. 10 runs scored, and they've really had their way with this pitching staff all throughout.
Michael Fitzgerald will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. He's ready now. The pitch jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. The second for 1, on to first, a double play.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Glenn.
Full of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Binghamton comes out on top here, 13-3. Good night, everybody.
Time.